It's not a podcast.
It's a GarCast.
And this is the world according to Gar.
Hello and welcome to the world according to Gar. You are listening to the GarCast episode number 286. I am Gar. With me as always is the GarFather.
Gar! How are you?
Wonderful. How are you?
Great. Did you get a haircut?
Nope, it's very long.
Oh, wow. Look at you. Styling it?
I need to get a haircut. I was actually going to make an appointment for next week, I think.
Oh. You working the comb over? What do you got going on there?
It's just long, so whatever it does.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Now we're better.
Whatever it does, it does.
No more like.
You know, working from home and never using a camera, my hair very rarely is done or visible. A lot of times a hat like you. Or just a complete mess.
If I know there's a threat of a camera, sometimes I run and shove my head in the sink. Brush it.
That's a great idea. We never, ever use cameras here. It's incredible. I thought today we might, because I was doing my year-end review with my boss.
Oh, for that, I would think.
So I showered and at least put a comb through my hair real quick. But there was still no camera.
Oh. That's funny.
I remember people I worked for before would get mad if he knew I had people on my own team that I met with that didn't use their camera when I met with them.
Insane.
Absolutely insane.
I remember the last time I had a camera call with that very person. They were face down on a...
You saw basically an eyeball?
I saw an eyeball.
And a patch?
Yeah, it was awesome.
I love that.
Even had to have the camera on for that. That's how dedicated to the camera.
I'm not a big fan of that guy.
Nope. Good times.
So, what's been new? Things going well?
Yeah, because we were a Tuesday last week. A lot happens after a Tuesday, you know?
We've had a very unusual schedule, but to our credit, the GarCast continues.
I mean...
Week after week. Just great quality material. We had great reviews last week.
Yeah, you never know when those are coming. When we're doing this, I don't know if it's good or not.
Right. It's just you and I talking like we used to do in the office, basically. Bullshit.
Yeah. How about hair?
Hair and facial hair.
Yeah.
Things of that nature.
Yeah, so appreciate the kind words, the reviews. Thank you, everybody. I loved it. Love to hear it. Boosts the ego.
Does.
Keeps us going. Keeps us motivated.
Makes me say we got to get to 400.
Let's go. Press on. What are we up to? I know you said at the beginning.
286.
286.
It's just a number.
Fantastic.
Never missed a week.
Yeah. We had what do we have? Oh, the day we had Mrs. O'Donoghue's funeral. We don't have to dive into all that, but all went well. She was honored nicely.
Very well.
Lots of laughs post game and everything. So good time. And then I went up to Cortland. Oh yeah, I went to see Riot.
That was a nice little surprise to see in my feed snow.
Oh, it was so nice being in snow. It got there Friday around 3. There was snow on the ground. It was snowing. I was with Riley, and it never stopped snowing until I left Sunday afternoon. Still snowing.
Damn. I just saw the news say that they're supposed to get their third major lake effect storm this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She's coming home on Friday.
Wow.
I didn't realize they have to be out of the dorms by Friday at 9 p.m.
Wow. They close them down?
Yeah.
Is her a sport? So is she doing regular season swimming now, or is this kind of like preseason events and such like that? Like, is this a winter sport?
Hold on a second.
Sure.
One second.
Yeah, Michael's typing away. We might have a special guest today.
Yeah, sorry. So sorry. Go ahead. Talking about swimming.
So
Skiing?
swimming,
What are you
is this
talking
a winter sport or is she doing kind of like the preseason stuff?
It's a crossover, right? So the first meets are October for swimming, and championships is like end of February. It's a really long. It goes into both semesters.
Okay. She's doing phenomenal, dude.
Oh,
I'm
thank
so
you,
proud
thank you.
of her.
She's doing good. She's doing good. I got to give her credit. So we're very happy.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Yeah,
great,
man.
we have a special guest that just swung in.
This is a special guest we've been waiting to have for a long time. I hope everybody is ready.
And his mic doesn't work, so things are back to normal.
This is great.
Yeah, this is perfect. See, this is what happens. Oh, there he is. I was going to say, this is what happens when he's not on early. He can't prep these things.
Appreciate being here. Got here the best I could.
You did great.
You did
You're only a
fantastic.
couple
Just
minutes
started.
late.
It was a good entrance.
I love it.
How the hell you been?
I'm doing great. Big things. Going to pick up Chris. I'm loving you guys on the Discord. As busy as I am, I get to keep my pulse on what's going on. Got the Tesla.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah. I'm saving the earth. Me and Gar single-handedly saving the earth. And I got deal with it. I got 3 free months of electric. So
At their superchargers.
Yeah. So to stick it to the man, I'm letting Matthew, who puts 100 miles a day on the vehicle, take it. Then I'm going to get Chris. So they're going to regret the sale. They're going to regret it.
Really?
I think they're fine.
And then, there's that self-driving that's supervised or not. I don't know. I know that, Gary, you got in trouble. But I am wondering if you guys, I don't know if a Tesla could tell. Can you guys tell if I'm paying attention right now?
Those are awesome.
I cannot tell.
Right?
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Because they're
always
always...
taking a nap.
I need you to see if I'm staring now. So I need you to keep those on for the duration of the cast so that I can keep glancing.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I can
very
do
good.
it.
It's a good look for you. You might want to get bigger framed glasses. That looks good.
Do you think that Tesla would know whether or not I'm paying attention?
I feel like they would think you're looking down, to be honest with you, because it's always looking down.
Well, no. And I think that's by design. Because look, when I go to take a nap in the car, I'm napping, but the glasses are looking out.
Have you tried it yet?
Not yet. Just got up today.
This is going to be exciting.
For the trip to Pennsylvania, I'm going to be so well rested.
Do you want to sleep in the car that bad while you're driving, or you just want to see where the line is that you can go to?
Bending the rules is my life.
You're not a rule bender.
I
follow
am
the
a
rules.
rule follower, but I bend them. And if I bend the rule, but am still inside of that bend, I'm actually following it.
Okay.
So, not a rule breaker. You're right.
Yeah, definitely not. Far from that. So when you going to Penn State for the pickup?
Saturday morning, I'm going up and down the same day.
You got your trip planned out?
Ready to go. Bartonsville, I go 120 miles, 130 miles to Bartonsville. It's just in right before the Poconos. I stop at this place. There's a Food Lion. So I go to the bathroom. There's a Jersey Mike's. I get a sandwich. That's the perfect amount of time to replenish the charge. And then I head to Penn State.
How many miles on the Y? You got the Y, right?
Right. So I got 308 miles.
308. Okay.
And, and then when I get to Penn State, there's a Tesla supercharger at a Cracker Barrel. So I'll pick up Chris, get a quick bite to eat.
How many miles is Penn State from here?
287.
So you could charge 100% and get there.
I could. I don't know if I got that kind of energy in me.
Oh, just physically for you can't do that drive in
5
1 ride?
hours. Even if I pre-dehydrate, which I will be doing. If I pre-dehydrate, maybe I could.
Wow, you can't do that drive?
I don't know. I don't know if I really want to.
I think you
can,
because you did Virginia Tech and UVA.
I would do one stop, and I would go 4 hours,
Yeah.
4 hours, and whatever it took.
Interesting.
I might be able to make it.
Well, good luck
I
with
just don't see why I would to save, a half hour.
I guess.
Really?
I guess. Well, good luck with the car. It's amazing.
You enjoy the stop, the adventure, the encounters you may have.
Yeah, I meet new people. I fit in. Very chatty at the Jersey Mike's in Bartonsville. Very chatty.
They might start knowing you, recognizing you.
Maybe I'll be like that dude.
Do they have?
So,
You should,
I'll
you
tell
should
what
get a
the
club.
other big news is.
Wait, they've got to have a club card though, right? The Jersey, get a free sandwich after 5 or something.
I don't know. I should look into becoming a member. I don't have a
Yeah.
country club, but maybe I'll have a Jersey Mike's.
And then be like, listen, I didn't know about this. I've been here twice. Can I get the
give me a
stamps?
couple punches.
Yeah.
Give me a couple punches
Yeah,
on the
see what they
card.
do. Test that out.
So Mike Penny is the big news in my world. The Subway hero.
Oh, that's his name?
Yes.
I don't
Who
think
is
it's Mike.
Is it Dave Penny?
Nope.
What is it? It's Penny.
It's Luigi.
No,
Not
Luigi's
Luigi.
not a hero.
Well, what do you know about Luigi?
I don't know anything about it. I heard him mentioned on the Pat McAfee yesterday. I'm like, why are they talking about free Luigi?
Dude, I've sent 400 things on Discord about it. Like, how do you
Yeah,
not
but
know?
I just haven't been interested in reading about him.
By the way, it's Daniel Penny, but go ahead.
Daniel Penny, big news. He's a hero, was acquitted, recognized as a hero as he should have been.
I mean, he did kill someone.
Yeah, I
It
wouldn't call him a
Someone
hero.
died. I don't know that he was the killer.
What?
We don't know. We don't know whether it was the fentanyl that could have killed a horse inside of this guy's body.
Do we have an autopsy?
We have an autopsy, and the medical examiner made the comment that determining the cause of death is as much an art as it is a science.
Well, not insulting any doctors here, but we've talked about the medicine itself is a little bit of an art as well. I get it. It's a mix.
So and I mean, listen, I could have defended this guy as a lawyer, and I would have done it for free.
I don't know if he would have accepted your offer.
He'd be in prison right now.
But the guy was alive when the chokehold came off. He wasn't dead then. The officers didn't do CPR if he stopped breathing. So, he died after the fact. Maybe, his condition was exacerbated by the fentanyl, which is as much a cause of death. And he's the one who caused this whole thing in the first place by, saying, I don't really care if I go to jail, somebody's going to die today.
It sounds like a very similar case. Very similar. I haven't seen anyone mention this in the news. I've seen people compare it to Bernie Getz, which sure, a little bit, Subway, whatever. Few Good Men. Code Red.
God.
You can't handle the truth.
You basically
I want
just
him on the subway
describing
with me.
You were describing kind of what happened there. They had a pre-existing condition that they didn't know that would
Wait, didn't Bernie
Kill
Getz shoot the guy?
Few Good Men, the movie, Tom Cruise.
He's throwing a couple of things
I
at
can't handle
you.
the truth. I love that show too.
It's a good movie.
He's throwing a lot of options at you right now.
That's what it reminded. The way you were just describing that.
Yes, was
You
it
know-
a code red? Did Daniel Penny use a code red from the Marines?
So we have the Marine tie-in.
Mm.
We have a possible something else that was in his body or pre-existing condition that because when put in a chokehold, he dies. Whereas if he would have put you in the same chokehold, you would be
I might
here
have been
today.
fine. Well, first off, he would never put me in that chokehold because I wouldn't threaten to kill people on the subway.
If you had a moment.
If I had a
Yeah.
moment, and you know what, even me, I'm so little and weak, he wouldn't even have to do that.
Now, if BMO flipped out like that on the train, would that guy been able to get BMO in that chokehold?
No.
That
I
would
don't
be
think so.
amazing.
I don't
That would
think
be
so.
just an amazing UFC
I don't
fight
think
to
so.
watch.
There's no way. There's no way. He may have just missed your neck. You're like, you squirm away.
He'd have to use his hand to the finger to tighten around.
So yeah, interesting case for sure. I didn't know about the autopsy, all that stuff. I didn't follow it that closely. Probably slightly closer than Gar follows Luigi.
I didn't follow.
But
I didn't really follow either of them. So I
on the
have no
surface,
idea.
yeah. I'm sorry, just to fit my thought. I would think that Daniel was trying to do the right thing,
Mm-hmm.
and he certainly had no.
absolutely.
Yeah.
He certainly had no intent to kill.
I
And you know,
agree.
the defense attorneys, they said that their defense was that he choked him too hard and caused him to die. Well, obviously he choked him too hard. He didn't try to kill him.
But where's the
Yeah.
line? Everyone has a different threshold of being choked too hard. Just ask people that are into that sexually.
What was he being charged with? Was it just manslaughter?
I think originally
Involuntary manslaughter.
Originally it was manslaughter,
Yeah.
and then it was criminally negligent homicide, which is apparently a lower charge,
Right.
which Rebecca was on.
Yeah, I believe Rebecca reported that the other day, like they were
lowered-
deadlocked. They
Yeah.
changed the charge, and then they deliberated for like no time at all. They were like, "Yeah, he's not guilty. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Peace out."
Well, we don't know the politics behind how that came about. We don't know, so it might have been 11-1,
True.
and they said the jury is deadlocked. And then when they went to the criminally negligent homicide, it was still 11-1, and that guy just caved.
Well, yeah. Well, it'll probably come out.
But we don't know. We don't know that. That's just DenBob's conjecture.
Fair. It's fair.
But it's an idea.
I feel like we've had to have talked about this here, because I have had jury duty, and I got one this. You guys have never sat on a jury, right? I feel like we've covered this.
No, I
Nope.
would love it.
Still,
Yeah,
I haven't even gotten a letter in
What?
God knows how long. I never responded to them. I think they just gave up. I think they were like, he must be dead.
I heard they put all new Tesla owners to the top of the list.
I can attest to that. It's not true.
Yeah, Bosco, you'd be amazing in there.
I would love it. I'd be
Love
so good.
it.
And
People would be like,
now, has
"This
anybody
fucking
watched,
guy."
other than Jackie O, has anybody actually watched The Jury from Netflix? The Juror on Netflix?
No, you did talk about that a while ago. I kind of forgot about it.
It was fantastic. I really highly recommend it. If you liked The Office, that show is a similar type.
Oh,
And the catch of it, though, is that one guy really thinks it's real. It's like this huge multi-million-dollar joke on one guy. It's amazing.
I did like that when you explained it. I forgot about it.
If you ever want to break from like the heavy hitters, Shogun, Silo, gotta watch.
yeah, we do watch some heavy shit.
This
There is a break. It's just fun.
There's a new movie on GarTV called Juror Number 2.
Called what?
Juror Number 2.
Juror? I thought you said drawer. I was like, what?
Nope.
Yeah,
Juror number 2. Okay.
Maybe
Is it a comedy?
maybe it's something you'd be interested in. It's on GarTV. It's a movie.
Why is it there? You usually only put things
Yeah.
there upon reading something or getting a
I mean,
recommendation.
it was a new release with high ratings.
Huh.
I pretty much only put stuff if it's got good ratings or if someone has requested it.
Got it. You do take requests. That is very nice of you.
love it.
Yep.
I
Very nice.
have I've been getting into Shogun.
Ugh.
It's slow though because I haven't had the time to, because you got to watch it.
Of course I do.
You know.
It picks up, I think. It definitely speeds up, like most things do.
Maybe I'll watch it on the way to Penn State. See if I put my glasses on,
Good idea.
I could do this. I got the phone down. I'm watching Shogun.
Next thing you
Tesla thinks
know,
I'm driving.
yeah, you're a kamikaze pilot crashing into Jersey Mike's. I'm a little worried about BMO. I'm into the Shogunness as well, but he may be
He's
going
going
full
all in.
fledged. He's going full fledged.
Swords and
He might
The next
be
time
moving
we
to
see him,
Japan.
he's wearing robes. I know it.
I liked it better when he was into the Yellowstone and you wanted to buy
Ah,
cowboy
I
hats
like the
and
Japs.
boots.
I like the jabs.
I felt safer. I felt safer though. He's starting to scare me.
It's cool. I mean, he's ordering. There's like the Amazon delivery guy keeps showing up at the house with books that weigh 900 pounds.
And big shout out to BMO, by the way. Thank you. The Deathpool for 2025 is set up. DenBob, make sure you're in it this year.
And I'm in on the Deathpool this
Is
year.
it all? I saw he emailed it to the GarCast. Is it accessible to all?
Yeah. I clicked on it, checked it out, made sure it worked. It's up
Oh,
in
but
the GarCast
where'd you
Discord now.
post it? Where?
He posted it in the Deathpool channel.
I only saw some
Unless he sent
professor
it
that I
to
thought
just
was
me.
some female professor that I thought was a guy. It's not in here.
You
Oh, there it
sure?
is. Oh, he snuck it in last night at 11 o'clock. Son of gun. Oh, no, that was 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't even see it. We were talking about
We
talking
probably
about it. I
should
didn't see
pin
the
it.
link. I
Pin
got it.
so that people can find it more
Yeah,
easily.
pin that shit. I don't know how to do that.
So like you mentioned on the last GarCast, I believe that if I'm in on the death pool, it's good for the people that are on my list.
Very
they
good.
should live.
Yeah.
Like
It's like
if you
it's the
want
kiss of
people
life.
to live,
Some people say kiss of death. For us, we say kiss of life.
it's a kiss of life.
I am the kiss of life. Nobody. 2 years. Nobody.
Yeah, you really are the kiss of life. You and
That's
Fraser
amazing.
isn't? I think Fraser's 2 years in now without a hit too, right?
I don't know.
Pretty sure. I know he hasn't gotten one this year.
But he lives in Canada. That doesn't count.
I like my list for 2025. I've been taking notes all year long.
That's dedication. I appreciate that. You're really into it.
I know a recent addition. I will let you guys all know. Mark Gastineau is absolutely on my list now.
Now, I saw
looks
an
mental.
article on him, but I haven't seen him. What's he look like?
He looks disheveled. He looks like his brain is gone.
Yeah.
Like there was the angle, like, so there was a leak of a video where he confronted Brett Favre about giving up the sack, but it's like a side camera, so I don't know, maybe the quality is not that good. I will say Brett Favre looks jacked. He looks damn good. But Gastineau, like, just the way he was talking to Favre, and he there's no doubt he's had too many shots to the head.
Yeah, well, he's been sick. He's
and the steroids. Don't forget
everything, right? Yeah, he lived steroid era. He was probably doing coke. Like, same with LT. Like, how these guys are alive, I don't know.
No, but they lived a life in their years.
They did.
It might be shorter than ours, but they had a lot in it.
They filled up all those years into a small span.
Right, so they're going to miss out old age.
Maybe.
It's not so bad, huh?
So at the end of the day, do you want to have 50 amazing years or 50 so-so years and another 40 that suck?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's a question.
Listen, some people live that way. You do not. You're a rule
I don't know.
follower.
Maybe we're making so I'm of the 50 and old age is going to suck. Old age is already coming on, and as you mentioned in the last,
I was going to say we should talk about your age. I think there was some fake news.
Yeah, Gar. I am younger than you. I am not older.
That is amazing.
I might be little and weak and not look as good, but that's because I have sugar. And I don't know if you guys noticed, I've actually lost a lot of weight.
I have to say, I saw you in person last week. You looked very good. You look small.
I
mean, small.
I'm still little and weak. You can't change that.
Small.
But big day. Last year, I got some Lululemon pants.
Oh dear God!
And they've been sidelined.
What kind of pants? What Lululemon? They make male pants?
Oh yeah. Do
they have a pocket for your cell phone on the thigh?
A low pocket? They don't.
That's what all the women's ones do.
They're just nicely cut, and I was able to fit into it yesterday, and I was proud, and it felt great. So thank you to whoever gave me the Lululemon pants, and I'm finally using them.
Who gave them to you? Who the hell got you Lululemon pants?
And we talked about the wedding that initiated this whole thing, right? Where I was too fat for the wedding.
Yeah. I knew you were trying to lose weight. No, you did. You look good.
Since then, I lost the weight.
Proud of you. Way to go.
You. Yeah,
that's really good. Good for you.
Whatever.
Oh my God. So when you came on, I was saying how I didn't realize until I read on the Cortland parents' Facebook page that the students in Cortland had to be out of their dorms by 9:00 on Friday. I didn't realize there was a deadline.
Oh my!
But I do remember deadlines from when Anthony was in dorms, but
it makes sense. I do remember from college you had to be out because they do close them.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was thinking it was into the weekend, but
right. And usually they leave like one dorm open for the kids that don't have homes to go to or something like that, right? I believe they do.
Get homeless kids at your school? What?
Alfred? Maybe not, but I think they do that. Like Stony Brook, you have all those Japs over here.
Recently, there was a movie about kids that stayed in the dorm.
What's that?
Kids that they like stayed in illegally?
Well, no. It was the kids that had no family to take them.
Oh, yeah.
A group of them.
It's on GarTV, I think.
I don't know the name. It was good, though.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, we talked about that on the show. God bless. It was up in Boston,
I said
right?
it already. You didn't need to say it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I do recall, I think it was still when the SUNY schools acknowledged the Jewish holidays. Now they just pretend that they don't exist and give you like a break around the Jewish holidays in the fall. But most people went home. I did not. And the RAs stayed, and I got to do like room inspections with the RA. Like, it was funny creeping around people's rooms, see if they had any illegal shit.
You can see what the rooms look like?
Yeah.
You see some crazy stuff?
Yeah, he's sniffing people's underwear in their drawer and all that kind of stuff.
What?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
When I used to do estimates for the housing in NYU, they would open up dorm rooms for us to sample.
Nice.
And the way these kids lived was disgusting. It was substandard. I mean, the stench. They would knock, then open the door, and there'd be like, a couple still going at it from the night before. That happened one time.
Oh dear.
What?
Yeah.
Hey
Like,
now.
whoa. Often the kids wouldn't answer the door, even though there was a knock, and a yell. They wouldn't answer the door, and they were there. They just didn't feel like talking to you. They were stoned or whatever. Disgustingness. Very disgusting.
Cool.
Chris is having some issues with his roommate, and it's been fun helping him, talking him through it.
So is he he's getting a new roommate, or is he going to stay with
his roommate has been enjoying alcohol a little too much and losing his bodily functions in the dorm room. And it happened once, and Chris is like, oh, dude, that was awful. And the kid didn't do a very good job cleaning it up, so Chris did. Just because he didn't want to live that way. And then it happened again, like 3 days later. So how do you handle something like that? This is like a question. What do you do?
Find a new roommate.
Yeah, well, that's a tough one. Do they hang out socially?
I mean, they're friendly. They're in different circles, but they're definitely friendly. I mean, he's a really great kid. He's just running into this issue. You
gotta try to work through it, and give the guy a chance. Don't rat him out, of course.
Right.
Chris already told you.
No, we don't go to the RA, and he didn't tell me. He told my wife. He doesn't ask me for advice when he's away.
Smart.
Yeah, I mean, I just tell him, that's why we sent you away, so that you could learn to do these things.
That's fair. That's why I was proud of Ryan. That she didn't even tell me she had to be out of the dorm. She just told me, "Hey, I got a ride home. I'll be home Friday."
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
That's really
amazing job, by the way. I was thinking about what an amazing job she's doing as a swimmer, and kudos to you, Mike, because you can't be a great swimmer like that without a great supporting family.
Oh, well, thank you. No,
she's doing such a victory to watch her do so well. And,
appreciate it.
And I
only share because I know you guys care and
we love it.
No, it's
thank you.
You love to see it.
We love it.
It's awesome.
We love our kids in Gar Nation.
It was fun. Let me tell you, having Riley with me and giving her a little taste of what Ryan's doing, and I could see her wheels turning. Because Riley doesn't like to talk about what she's a junior now. She doesn't even like to talk about what she wants to do in college, or where you want to go. Do you want to swim? Blah 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 blah. So it was interesting. And then we were there Friday. They swam. She stayed with me in the hotel.
What hotel did you stay in?
I've been trying to stay in the same one, so I get the points. It's the it's by Red Roof Inn, but it's an extended stay. It's like home. What's it called?
Home Suite.
Hometown Studios by Red Roof.
Okay.
Nice.
It's brand new. It's cheap as hell. And no one ever seems to be there when we stay there. But
I think
don't care.
The word red roof scares people because typically red roofs are pretty dismal.
When we went to Philmont,
I remember that.
The outhouses were called Red Roof Inns.
Yeah, there you go.
So if you had to go take a crap, you'd be like, I got to go to the Red Roof Inn.
Right. I noticed this place when we first went to like the open house or something, that it was like coming soon, and then it opened in the summer, and it looks like, so there's a small, in the same parking lot, the same address, it's like A and B, is a small dingy Red Roof. So I'm thinking maybe they bulldozed half the old Red Roof and made this.
And it's still owned by Red Roof, maybe.
Yeah. It's really nice.
Name.
It's got a pool. I haven't swam in it yet.
Okay, so they got a pool, breakfast?
No breakfast.
No breakfast. So what do you? Okay, so you stay there, no breakfast,
which is fine since it's $99. It's like $90 a night as opposed to like 200 at a Fairfield.
Right. It's a cheap breakfast. Powdered eggs aren't worth $100.
Across the street is like walking distance to Starbucks, McDonald's, Taco Bell, and Denny's.
Okay,
and Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah. You don't need that breakfast.
Perfect.
No, breakfast would be a waste.
We've stayed there between me and Nancy. We've stayed there 4 times now, and without incident.
Nice.
So
wonderful. So Riley stayed with you in the hotel.
So she stayed with me. We had
about whether she would hang with Ryan.
Well, it's because Ryan had to swim again on Saturday, so there was no shenanigans.
No shenanigans, right?
The 3 of us went to Moe's. That's what Ryan wanted. We got some Moe's, and
they still go. Welcome to Moe's.
They did not in Cortland. They do in Garden City.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were a little overwhelmed. The entire Potsdam women's basketball team got online right behind us.
Whoa.
God.
What a win you got in there
I
first.
literally walked in right behind
Perfect
us.
timing.
As a vegetarian, what do you get at Moe's?
I usually go with a vegetable only quesadilla or a bowl.
Oh, okay, fair. Good.
Yeah. Mexican's good. I mean, rock the beans. And
Yeah.
the
Sure,
whole
you get the
thing.
quesadillas.
Yeah, Mexican's got a lot of options, right?
Yeah. So we
And you
turned
could
in
get
early that
shrimp
night.
on there. You could get some fish, typically.
There was, I yelled at Ryan. I didn't yell at her later, but we got online right behind a guy, a male swimmer. He was still in his swimming outfit, as was Ryan. And her and Riley are like whispering. And then she's like, "Hi,
Isn't that like a Speedo? And he was
No. He was wearing a suit. Sorry, no Speedo.
Sweatsuit.
Earlier, he was wearing a Speedo. And she's like, "Oh, hi, Dylan," and she's talking to him, and she didn't introduce me to him. I want to meet these people, you know.
But do you think maybe she didn't know his name? And
No,
that's
she
why
knew his name.
She knew his name, but
she's
she
like, "Hi,
didn't
Dylan."
introduce you.
I almost did and she wouldn't have minded. Like, "Hey, Dylan, I'm Ryan's dad," but I didn't. So I let her know that the next day that from now on she has to introduce me.
You know what I do now when I see the kids' friends? I'm like, "I'm Gar." I didn't even give them a chance. I'm Gar.
But you know, this guy, he's like 22, senior, jacked. You know, it's funny. And she's like, "Hi, Dylan." But the next day, back to the meet. It was 2 sessions, 10 in the morning, then a 2-hour break, and then at 4 o'clock they got to swim again. So I took her, Riley. I decided where we were going this time. Ryan's roommate Peyton, who's a swimmer. We went to, I always ask people who have kids at Cortland or whatever, what's a good spot? The spots that are in town. There's a lot of choices. So a friend of mine whose daughter plays lacrosse there was like, "You got to go to Hobo's." I'm like, "Oh, I like the sound of that." I'm like, "Where's Hobo?" She's like, "It's in Homer." I'm like, "I even like the sound of that even more."
Don't.
Homer is like the next town north of Cortland, really close, like 4 miles from the pool. So the girls are like, "Where are you taking us? What is this?" I'm like, "Come on, we're going to Hobo's." We pull up. It looks like it was a small place that they extended. Parking lot is full of like Dodge Ram and F-250 pickup trucks.
Oh, yeah.
The girls are like, "Dad," I'm like, "This came highly recommended. It's got to be." We walked in. The girls are like, "Oh, this is great." Like, you never know till you walk in a place. Families in booths, big square bar in the middle of the place. They even had a little kid named Lincoln, who I eventually met, was sitting at the bar, eating his kid's meal, playing with toys with his parents on either side of him. It was a great place.
Go Lincoln.
Great place.
Amazing. Love that.
Food took a little while to come, but it was good. We had a nice lunch there, and they swam later, and then I just left Riley with Ryan.
And they had a fun night. That's fun. That's
fun. They went to the girls' swim house and the guys' swim house, and they had a great time.
What'd you do?
I was debating. It was snowing. I'm like, I was hoping to kind of meet some parents. There was Ryan was like, a lot of the seniors are taking their parents to the bar. That's like a tradition. So if somebody was like, "Hey, Mike, Ryan's dad, come along," I could have just popped in and made the best of it. Honestly, my stomach wasn't feeling so good. And it didn't happen. There was good football on. I just hung out in the room and watched football, had a couple beers. So next time I'll go out. Because it was like a mile walk from the hotel, or I could have Ubered. It was snowing.
Yeah.
I kind of talked myself out of it.
It's nice to have a down low night, isn't it?
It wasn't bad. It was nice. I got up early in the morning, went for a walk. It was good. Ran in the snow on Saturday. Running in the snow is the best.
The best.
You slip.
We got to be careful. You got to be careful. It was great. It was great. And then we drove home. We got home at we sailed home. We were home by 4 o'clock, which was nice. Good time. So when are you getting Chris on Friday, you said?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Leave at 5:30 in the morning. Probably get home at 5:30, 6:30 at night.
All right. Is he getting any playoff tickets?
He did. He got some playoff tickets.
No.
Is he coming back?
I don't think so.
We got the same situation here. Anthony got
I was going to ask, what's Ohio State? What's the story?
Yeah, $30. He got his ticket. But getting back there is not easy. I suggested maybe him and Nick go back. Nick could drive him.
Yeah.
Nick's probably got some time that he didn't use, and they could go. drive out there. Anthony could go to the game. Nick could go to the bar.
Yeah, why wouldn't you do that?
And I said, oh, let me look. Maybe there's a Steelers game on Sunday. You could go to a Steelers game on the way back, but Steelers are away. So I don't know. His grandparents offered to pay for his flight round trip, but Christine's like, that's just ridiculous. It's just too much money. It's not worth it. It's like $700 round trip for the shorter notice. So he'll probably sell his tickets, but he'll probably make decent money on it.
Can he sell it? It's not a student ticket that they track.
It is, but
something?
they still sell them. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about this is that it's all when school's not in session.
Right. Yep. The kids that live local are all going.
Yeah, the stadiums will be full. I mean, people will go, but you're going to miss out on the kids that live in dorms and, travel, and that kind of stinks, The Indiana Notre Dame one, they did a breakdown. Was that on McAfee the other day of like, that's the most expensive ticket right now? It's insane. Like secondary market's all like well over $1,000 a seat. Wow. And that'll be the first, that's a Friday night.
That's the first game of the playoff series?
Yeah. The state of Indiana will be rocking. That game could go either way. I mean, Notre Dame's looked great, but
it's hard to tell, right? Yeah, because Indiana really, they beat the teams they played, except for Ohio State, but you don't really know if they can handle a team like Notre Dame. And Notre Dame, honestly, they didn't have a terribly hard schedule, but I felt after that loss, they really started to just own it. So could be
bracket looks cool.
Could see it going either way.
I'm looking at it now, not to dedicate too much time, but Texas should beat Clemson, but I don't know. I don't think you and I are big believers in Texas. They could lose.
Yeah, but I'm a less believer in Clemson this year.
Yeah, they're kind of fraud team. Tennessee, Ohio State. Ohio State should care of business. Yeah, they take care of it. SMU, Penn State.
State should
Penn
win,
State,
but we know
Penn
they have
State.
trouble.
All the pressure's on Mr. Franklin. If he loses this game, him and Ryan Day will be managing a Jersey Mike's together.
Ryan Day's got one thing to save his job right now. One job to win the national championship.
Yep,
Could you imagine he wins a national championship and they still fire him because he lost to Michigan? I wonder if there's a world that happens.
There is a world that happens, but I don't know if it will.
I don't think it would, but anyway.
It's definitely a world that happens.
And then who's the other game?
That's it, right?
It's 4 of them, right?
Clemson, Texas, Tennessee, Ohio State, SMU, Penn State, Indiana, Notre Dame.
Okay, yeah.
That's a wrap.
And then the next games are set up for the bowl, so it could be an Oregon, Ohio State at the Rose Bowl, which would be really cool because that's kind of where they would have played in the old days. I don't know where the other teams' bowl games are.
I don't know. The whole bowl thing is really stupid now.
It was. This definitely makes the bowls better again.
Does it?
Because in the old, last year, if you weren't one of the top 4 teams and you went to a bowl game, your kids didn't go. Nobody played. It really sucked. So at least there's some more meaningful games.
Yes, but the fact that these other bowls, all those other bowls outside of this shit, no one's going to play in.
Yeah, the same thing's going to happen, right?
Yeah, Lane Kiffin, right? That's the old Miss coach. He was like, what the F? They're playing Duke. He's like, this could be a good game. The Duke quarterback's going in the transfer portal, so he's not going to play.
Yeah, it's the same thing that's been happening. Yeah. So, but at least there's a few more bowl games now that'll be worthwhile. Although I do, making these kids play potentially 4 extra games is a lot. Like I kind of that's pretty demanding.
Yeah, but they get paid now.
Well, not everybody, I would imagine, right? There's probably a decent number of kids on these teams that don't get paid. And if they make a run, I'm sure they wouldn't change it for the world, but there's no way they can study like they're supposed to be doing.
Study. Oh, stop. Stop. Anyway, let's go all the way back, though. We breezed right through Bosco. I did appreciate your breakdown of the Daniel, whatever his name is, case.
Penny, yep.
How do you, let's talk about the, since we've last been here, it actually was last Wednesday, I believe, the Ivy League assassin.
Who had, so one interesting comment about him, we could go through the whole thing, but the thing that's really standing out, he had chronic back pain.
That's emerged.
and had back surgery.
Got screws in his back. I saw an X-ray today on the news.
So, right away I'm starting to think, what's the correlation there?
Mm-hmm.
The Ivy League, is he going to become a hero?
How? He killed somebody in cold blood.
Well, he already. There is some wild shit.
That's what I'm saying. There are people who are immortalizing him.
I don't know if they've immortalized him yet, but there are people looking at him like some sort of Robin Hoodish figure.
That's kind of disgusting.
At a hostel,
to be honest.
Picture, what?
That's kind of disgusting to
100%.
put him in a Robin Hood type status. He
100%.
murdered somebody in the middle of the street in Manhattan.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So he stayed at a hostel. That's where the picture came. He was flirting with women, smiling.
He's a good-looking boy.
Who wouldn't?
No doubt. And he's entitled. He's an Ivy League boy. So, he's got something going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then he premeditates this. He 3D prints a gun. Gar, you have experience with a 3D printer?
He does.
Yes, of course. I have one.
How hard would it be to 3D print a gun?
Simple.
Great question.
It's simple?
Yes.
You just buy the program and you print it.
Yeah, you probably have to go in the black market to get the images that the print.
Well, first off, that's not that simple. I don't know how to get on a black market.
It's very simple. If you want to do it, it's very easy to do.
So you got to buy the program, buy the material.
You can build guns yourself too. That's what they call ghost guns, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
It just needs to be able to fire ammunition that you could buy.
Yeah. So it's not hard to build. It's not hard to build a 3D gun.
Then this guy stakes him out, plans it, knows where he's going to be.
Stashed a bike.
Stakes him out. And then he must have gone to McDonald's after?
I think it was days after. It was years. No, it was a while after, wasn't it?
No, there was a Starbucks. He went to a Starbucks before the shooting. They got him on camera there.
But he got caught by the McDonald's person.
By Penn State, yeah.
Oh, is that where it was? By Penn State?
Yeah, 45 minutes away from Penn State, Altoona.
So there's this clerk at McDonald's who's serving him these French fries, recognizes him, and makes the call.
That was the original story. That's been evolving. So apparently, this is the latest I heard this morning. And then there's a part that I want your opinions on. So there's a group of old men. This is common in McDonald's. I think my dad was part of such an association at one point in Florida that meet there every day and have their coffee.
Okay.
And always make comments on the young kids that come in with their hoods on and all this shit. And the one guy says to the other guy, look at that guy over there. He looks kind of like that assassin guy from New York. And somebody was like, what? And then they called 911. Now.
Much better than a French fry girl.
So it was the old person contingent that called him in.
Correct.
Whoa.
Now, what mistake did they make?
Wait, you think the caller made a mistake?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know.
It's a lesson learned for all of us.
But I think the caller did a great job.
Did a good job. Good deed. Didn't mean to make this mistake. It's a mistake I didn't even know about, but now I know.
I don't know. I think he did perfect. Go ahead. What could we do better?
So Gar won't know this because he wasn't following the story, but there was up to a $60,000 reward put out.
Oh, so he didn't call the reward number?
Correct.
And they will give it to him?
Get it because of that?
Correct.
Oh, is that a fact?
They were talking about it on WFAN this morning. Al saw it on Twitter, and then Boomer went and looked it up. And that is, in fact, the rules, because you're supposed to get you call the tip line, and they give you like a code number. And that's how you claim your money. And apparently it's done because people want to be anonymous and all this shit. Like they want people. So, yeah, he's not entitled to the money.
You know what he did a good thing for society.
He did a good thing for society.
They should step up and give him the money anyway.
Do you find it really bizarre that I mean, like I said, I haven't followed it because I don't really care, but it seems to me like there's a lot more information about this guy than the one that tried to murder Trump.
Absolutely.
It's weird.
Yeah, I thought of that. How could you not be interested? I am obsessed with this. How are you not interested?
I don't know. It was just a drive-by shooting, and
no, it's not.
With it.
Not a drive-by.
No.
Stakeout, planning.
I don't care about it.
What the interesting part is, it's interesting just to see how this guy life got him to this point of doing it. It's interesting to see people's reactions and that how many people are actually okay with it. Or won't say they're okay with it, but say, yeah, he shouldn't have done that. But this is a great time to talk about.
That's going to fix it.
That's amazing that people would actually think that way. I had no idea somebody would respond like that.
I'll use Guar as an example. He doesn't think it's okay what this guy did. But people are going to use it. I'm not saying this is wrong. It's not wrong necessarily. To now say, well, let's look at this. Why is this guy making so much money? Why do insurance companies exist and all this stuff?
I don't disagree with any of that. My homeowners went up 23% this year for no reason other than
shoot somebody. You should shoot the
CEO of the company.
You should, because then it'll get it talked about on the news. And if that's what this guy's goal was, then maybe he's going to achieve it.
I blame Obama.
Did you see what he yelled? Did you see him yesterday? Did you see what happened yesterday?
No.
I know I didn't.
The guy had the cameras out. They were transporting him to court, and he flipped and he started yelling his rhetoric. And it's like, we're all being used. A lot of things that Gar, not Guar, may even believe in.
That almost adds a mentally ill aspect to it.
Totally mentally ill.
Maybe this guy's got screws. Obviously.
If you shoot somebody, you're mentally ill. I
agree. Yeah.
I think we've talked about that, though, in the Discord.
Well, I guess it's how you define
premeditated murder. Yeah.
I don't know.
This guy's lawyer.
You're not wired properly. If you have the capacity to murder somebody.
Why is it any different than somebody being a member of an organization that they believe in their ideals and they're having a conflict, which happens all over this world, and they are able to pull the trigger in that conflict and kill somebody? You
talking about like in a war?
Yeah, or sometimes
in a war,
we don't even call them wars.
You're forced into an environment that's not normal, and it's either shot or be shot. I think that's a little different, but
right, are all terrorists mentally ill?
Probably.
Yes, I say yes.
I don't think so.
Well,
it could be levels of mental illness.
What's the definition of mentally ill?
I just think I'm playing all sides here.
It's a good conversation. I just think you can't be wired properly if there's got to be something wrong somewhere if you want to kill somebody, or actually I'd say actually do it.
Me and Gar are of one mind here.
I don't know why I always think about, and this reminds me again when I think about terrorism and stuff like that, and I'm not saying who's a terrorist or who's not, but like, where is the line? What is, in history will define things as they want to define them, right? But
and they'll define them again differently in the future.
What's the difference between a revolution and a terrorist act, right? Like, what were the colonials doing in the U.S. Against the British? All those kind of things.
Yeah,
it's just all not this. We're getting far from this guy, but back to the point of, does he really believe in what he did? He might. Does it mean he's mentally ill? I don't know.
I think it does. So there is a line somewhere. I don't know what it is. But
right.
This guy just, he cried.
I want to hear his side of the story. And some people may say, you shouldn't give a shit about the side of the story. He'd just be electrocuted. No. I think we could learn. I want to know what was going on in this guy's head.
Well, he did it in New York. He's not getting electrocuted anyway.
No, I know. Yeah.
I want to hear his story.
I want to hear what he has to say.
Yeah.
And he will get his right to say what he wants to say, right? Fair trial, all that jazz. Now, does he deny doing it? Does he go the route of insanity? Do lawyers are going to try to do that, right? Like, hey, man. Or does he hasn't come out and said, yeah, I did it. He's pleading not guilty, apparently. So I'd rather him plead guilty and be like, this is what I did. This is why I did it.
There's no way.
Then he becomes immortalized.
I don't think this will go to a trial, will it?
Well, his lawyer made a statement. He's like, I see zero evidence that he made the killer. I haven't seen one thing. I don't think he even should have been arrested.
He's probably right.
I don't know.
They probably haven't given him any of the DNA evidence. I mean, he hasn't been extradited to New York yet, so.
Did they recover the gun?
He had a gun on him in McDonald's.
Oh, he did?
Hmm?
Was it the 3D printed gun?
It was one of those guns, so they don't know if it was the one.
The same one, right?
And he had a manifesto and the whole thing. I find it fascinating.
I agree. And now his punishment, if it was murder in the first degree,
believe.
Would you're the legal expert here? I don't know.
Is it 20 years? Do you get 20 years for that first offense?
I thought you would know.
He probably would see the light of day again.
So he's 21. He's going to be 41 when he gets out if he does the full book.
He's older than that. I think he's like 20, whatever it is. He's in his 20s.
He's in his 20s, right?
He's going to come out. He's going to be younger than we are now.
Get a book deal.
He'll get pardoned by some crazy liberal president.
Maybe. Oh, there's that option too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Biden. He's senile. He doesn't know who he's pardoning.
Can you pre-pardon?
You can't pardon him until he's convicted.
No, Hunter might be president by then.
Yeah, but didn't Hunter get pardoned for future things too?
Yeah, so he's good. So he could run for president now.
Wait, he got pre-pardoned? How do you do that?
He got a pre-pardon.
That's a thing. We just make things up.
That's amazing.
I pardon you, Gar.
Coming up, he's pardoned.
I'm pardoned.
Okay, you're pardoned now. I don't know. I find it fascinating. I can't wait to learn more. And was he operating completely alone? Is there a group of him? You know, who knows? That's what we have to learn from it.
So I think he was operating alone, but then we talked about the guy that shot Trump. Zero chance that he operated alone.
Yeah, I mean,
dude,
that's a whole other.
There
I
are
did
a lot
think
of
of
mysteries
that.
behind that one.
I did think of that yesterday. Actually, I was pondering this case. I'm like, yeah, whatever happened to that? What about the guy who shot him through the fence? He was going to shoot him through the fence in Florida. Where's that guy?
Yeah, right. That's not news.
Nah.
No, that's unbelievable. And so many holes in that whole story of what we're getting. The fact that the reporting is so incomplete, that there's something like rash. The fact that nobody's reporting anything is really like reporting the wrong thing is one thing, and putting a spin on it is one thing. But when you specifically omit material facts and stop coverage on monumental events,
that it fade away.
Something's happening. Something's bad.
Amen. More to come. We'll have to stay on these topics.
We got to remember.
But other big news, and I'm hoping that Gar has not just got his backpack on and cruising by this one. What the hell is going on in New Jersey with these UFOs?
I didn't know about it until Pat yesterday, and it was thanks to Aaron Rodgers, who
I didn't even see. Now I have to watch Aaron if he talked about it. Okay.
Aaron, he talked about it. He's like, we got bigger issues here in Jersey or something like that. He said,
yeah, it's huge.
What is going on? Like, so all I know so far is what I saw on Pat, and I think you're starting to put some good stuff in the Discord, which I haven't read yet.
Fox News is covering it now. It's all over the news now. Like, and there's tons of videos. Like,
and they're officially under investigation, aren't they? Yeah.
There's these drones at night. They're calling them drones. You don't know what they are. They have lights on them. They don't really make any noise. I've seen the videos of them. They're up there hovering, and then boop, they'll just disappear. Multiple places in New Jersey. People call the police. The governor is now involved because a whole bunch of mayors contacted him. There was a hearing yesterday. Everyone's just saying two things. One, they don't know what they are, and then they come out and say it's not posing any threat. Well, I don't know how the hell you say that. But, we do have a from a good source that we have on the Gar universe here. I don't know if we should say who it is. Is saying that authorities, he's in the know, have been alerted to this. It's a concern. They don't know what it is. It's been in the area of a base in New Jersey that tests weapons. Interesting stuff. I did see they've been nowhere near Newark Airport or Teterboro. They haven't caused any issues with planes, which is interesting.
Well, like Roger said, it's like one of the big videos is in Bedminster.
Did you consult Roger for this? Okay.
Bedminster, where Trump and Woody Johnson have residence.
Oh, you said Rogers. I thought you said Roger.
Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
Sorry.
I thought you were bringing this to the
air traffic controllers.
Can we get an opinion?
Can we? Yes.
Please.
That would have been good.
I thought you were going there. I was excited.
Oh, that would have been
great. That would have been great insight.
No,
it's not too late.
Ron.
Get us some intel from the air traffic controller contingent for the next episode, please.
Right, I'll work on that.
So keep your eyes peeled in the skies, folks.
I would love if they were coming to Long Island too. That would be so cool.
You'd be so pumped.
Would DenBob put on his glasses and try to fake them out?
Yes.
Whoa! Look,
they wouldn't know that I was looking. They wouldn't know that I was taking a survey. They wouldn't know I'm checking them out. I'm looking, but they think I'm looking down. But right now I'm looking at you. You don't know.
I think those would work. I really do. Can't wait for you to test them out.
We'll report. I got
Other
a
big
holiday
news.
lunch. I wonder if I should wear these now.
Oh, yeah. I see you putting your jacket on, so I want to make sure we hit everything here.
Yep. I got
Other big news. This might be the biggest news of all. Andy Shaw and his family got somebody else's Christmas cards
That's amazing.
when they picked up their holiday cards.
Yep. Love it.
How about that? Now,
Love
it sounds like they were mixed into his cards.
Yeah.
Now, the one picture he posted was a couple, right? I didn't zoom in on it.
Yeah, Jody and
How bizarre is it that they look to be a little older now? That they're still
60.
sending
Well,
out.
I found them. Did you see that I found them?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
That was amazing detective work.
How
Thank you.
bizarre is it that somebody that old is still sending out Christmas cards like that? Like, we stopped. We don't
That's a
send
fair.
cards.
You know, I didn't think about that.
That was the first thing I
Yes.
thought of.
2 questions. Well, there's actually 3 levels of questions. I think we've talked about one. Do you send out cards when your kids are over 18?
We're done. We don't send. And Maria's not even 18 yet.
Next line. Do you send out cards when your kids are, I don't know, completely done with school? Hey, there's people. Let's not offend anybody here, for God's sakes. And we have close friends that don't have children. Should they be sending out cards? They don't have children. Where is the line? Yeah.
I don't think you should ever send it. There's no obligation.
You don't
if
have
you like
to.
it,
Right.
But if
Where
you
does
like
it get
to
weird?
do it, if you like to do it, I think that. So for me, I like getting them and seeing where people are at. You know,
I don't mind.
a little hello. I might not have talked to him in a year. Or might inspire me to make a phone call or get together, or I like to, and certainly the kids. I like to see pictures of the kids as they're growing up. I don't do Facebook. Maybe it becomes less. Maybe it becomes less important to people that are on social media all the time, and
I would
they
say.
see it that way.
Yep.
Do you still send out Christmas cards?
We are
Dan
sending
Bob?
a Christmas card out
With
this year.
kids' pictures?
Yeah,
Really? All 3 of them?
and the dog. Yeah, with the dog.
What, do you have an idea when you might stop? Is it your decision or is it somebody
Well, if it
else's?
was my decision, it would have been probably a few years ago.
Okay.
But I just don't like doing it. It's not that I think it's inappropriate. It's work. It's a job.
It is. It's a pain in the ass. I was just thinking
And then
about that.
Colleen is such a perfectionist. I can't even help her. Like, I do the database, and we go through the database and say who died, and we make the cross-offs. Then we go through it again, and we say who moved.
Mm-hmm.
Put that information in. I usually maintain it through the year. Then we print the labels, but I'm done after that. She doesn't let me pick the photo. She doesn't let me pick the card. I am not even allowed to put the stickers on the envelope.
Do you buy the stamps, or does she have to pick the correct stamp
Who
for the
has
year?
to pick the stamp? I am not qualified to go to the post office and say, what do you have?
So if they had some nice little bells and wreaths and stuff
It
like
would
that
be
you
the wrong
liked,
ones.
but she wanted the ones with Santa Claus, you had to get the Santa Claus ones.
Correct. So I don't go. And then I think the real offense here is I'm not qualified to put a sticker because it's going to be off center. She likes to see it.
Oh.
Do you use clear stickers or do you use white stickers?
Clear stickers. If I got the wrong sticker, I'm always at Staples trying to buy the right sticker.
Where are you doing your pictures these days? CVS? Or are you still doing like Shutterflies or the more expensive ones?
I don't know what she's going to do.
She's better get going. If she hasn't done it yet, it's December 11th.
No, I know.
Yeah, I was going to try to do mine early this year, and I haven't done it yet. It's my job.
So, Mike, you're still doing them. Your kids are still young, right? So
Yeah. So I got to get on that. We usually buy the what do you call when you get the coupon? You buy the what's that online coupon website?
not Shutterfly.
It's been around forever.
Groupon?
Groupon. We do a Groupon for Staples.
Okay. Excellent.
So yeah, I got to get on that. You got to go, boss? Go.
What are you
I
waving
do.
your hand for?
He's got to
Thank you
go.
for having me.
Yeah, we're just going to read the emails before we sign off. But yeah, good. Glad you were here.
No, I appreciate you having me. I know it's been so hard. But I feel
Next
better
Tuesday,
when
we changed the live show next Tuesday to 7 o'clock at night, so you can be there.
I'm going to be there.
All right. Good.
Can't wait.
Yeah,
All right, man.
all you listeners, you get to meet me in person. Well, sort of. Oh, that's an idea. We should have an option in person. And
I can see if the Fernwood's open.
Oh, I'm there. If that happens.
I'll inquire.
Oh, that would be amazing. A broadcast from the Fernwood.
I'll see what we can do.
Now we're talking. Bye,
All right.
guys.
See you later.
Wow.
All right, let's just read these emails and get the flock out of
Ooh,
here.
you say emails. That must mean there's more than one.
Well, one's just telling us that the Deathpool is open.
Oh.
Brian Morelli shared a form. Okay, great. Good email. Good subject. The subject is fucktard.
I know what that's about. It is from... Well, I'll see if he discusses it. I'm sure he does.
GarPanel. Whoever the heck it is this week, fucktard might be my new word. Great use in Yellowstone. Can be applied in many situations, like to the United Healthcare CEO killer, or to Stephen Cohen for the Juan Soto contract. I didn't mention that yet.
I don't disagree with that.
There you go. Or maybe as a term of endearment, like your fucktard sibling. I say we could say that fucktard CEO of United Healthcare. You could say that too.
Whoa.
Awesome show last week. You are really killing it. Well, thank you. Great topics, explanations, updates. Wonder what the special guest will bring this week. I thought he brought a lot.
He did. He came packed.
I'm picking up Kid 1 from college next Tuesday, so my early availability for the Festivus show is up in the air.
Ooh.
But I will join as soon as I can. We would love you to join from the car for the whole ride back. Have a great week, you fucktards. That's the most I've ever heard Andy curse. Give me some credit for all the cursing I think I just did. LLAS, Lewd Language Andy Shaw. Excellent. I think I like Lewd Language Andy Shaw. Way to go, fucktard.
That's great. Yeah, that was in this week's episode of Yellowstone.
I think we've got 2 new nicknames in the last few weeks and months. We've got Andy's new nickname is Fucktard. And then we got Liz's new nickname, which is probably going to win Nickname of the Year award.
Yeah, there was a nickname
Lizzie,
of the year
Lizzie
award.
Big Tits.
That is.
Yeah, Lizzie Big Tits. I'm going to
No
add that as
doubt.
an award, just so I can say that. Lizzie Big Tits. All right. Great show, I thought.
That was great. We did a lot.
Everyone will probably think it sucked because I think it was good.
You never know. These are things we just never know.
You never know. You know, it's dark out. I was going to grab a run.
Yeah, a lot of rain today. A lot of wind. I'm on call. Just in case.
You got to go out and take trees off power lines?
No. I got an easy job.
That'd be
Which I've never
amazing.
been trained for. But it's fine.
Nice.
I'll figure it out.
Hope your review went well. Good job.
It did.
It's awesome. Good. Proud of you, buddy. All right, cool.
All right. So the next show is live Tuesday. Will be released regularly if you don't catch that on Friday morning at 1 a.m. like usual. But if you are around, we'll be on Facebook, YouTube, and jump in the Discord. You could just jump right into the discussion
Banging.
with us and air your grievances because it is a Festivus episode.
Don't be shy.
We'd love to hear what you don't like. Maybe you don't like something about the show or me. GarFather, maybe even DenBob.
Doubt it.
DenBob's car.
Possibly.
His
Teslas in general.
glasses, Teslas. Elon. Maybe you don't like Elon. Maybe we'll
What?
get Guar's full list finally.
Private healthcare.
Private healthcare or regular insurance. My freaking stupid homeowners went up
Right.
23%. Did you know, by the way, that there is a waiver form that you will not sue your spouse? Apparently, so New York State implemented some new law, and when I was questioning my increased rates, she told me, "Oh, well, you could waive your spousal insurance," and I'm like, "What is that?"
Oh.
She said that there's a form you just have to sign that says that you will not sue your spouse if your spouse is driving the car and is the cause of the accident, and you can't sue them for being hurt. So it lowered my premium.
Hey,
Nobody
F your
knows
spouse.
about it, apparently, so I wanted to share that for our New Yorkers.
if anybody has any questions about that, you can contact Gar directly.
Yeah, I got the form somewhere laying around here. I already sent it in.
Please post to the Discord.
I hate that my insurance renews December 17th. It's right in the middle of the holidays, and they want usually 2 months payment, which just sucks around the holidays, but whatever.
Really? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
the
hope
way
mine-
my plans are. It's 10 months payments, and the first 2 months are loaded heavier. And the last 2 months are no payments, which are great, but
Hey, it's a party.
not so great now. What's going on? That sounds like Mars home.
Hey, Mar.
Anthony's talking to her. That's
Hey,
interesting. Anthony's been home since Saturday, by the way.
Hey, Anto.
So, all right. I guess that's it.
Yeah. Am I going to go out? in
Look
this?
at Mike
It's warm out.
contemplating this.
It's warm out though, right?
It's like 60 degrees out. Yeah,
Oh,
my
I'm
knee
going
still
out.
hurts. I can't run.
Yeah.
I walked yesterday. My knee still hurts today.
Oh, it's falling out. It's over.
I'm gonna get some ice on it, I think.
I'm gonna do it.
All right. Enjoy. Stay dry. And until next time, be Garific.
It's raining even heavier now. Oh God. All right. See ya.
I pledge allegiance to the family of the United GarCast of the Discord, and to the Montana commune that we will all meet up at when humanity finally craps the bed. One Gar Nation, under God, or thoughts, with a vow to be excellent to one another, and to always follow that one simple rule: don't be a dick. Gar pluribus unum.